is true. Mostly there was a time when we thought yoga means only standing on the head, or doing something of breathing like the bellows. But the very important part is meditation. Something working directly with the mind. After all, the body is only an expression of the mind. You change the mind, you change the body. Body is the outcome of the mind. The mind wanted it that way, so we got the body. Change the mind, you can change the body. So that's why, what is yoga? Keeping the mind calm and clean. Chitta vritti nirodha. When Patanjali talked about yoga, the very first thing he said is, Chitta vritti nirodham is yoga. Keep the mind free from all these waves. And Ramananda beautifully presented, it is even impossible to calm the waves completely, but dive under. You don't have to make the waves calm. It's impossible in a way. Manas chanchalam astiram, Bhagavad Gita says. Vayurnavam yuvambasi. The mind gets always tossed in the surface, like the boat on the surface of the wavy water. It's very hard to keep it quiet. So, leave it there. Don't fight too much. But become an observant, a witness. There is a very good point that he stressed. It's only in meditation you learn to become a witness, an observant. Then you can observe your own happiness, unhappiness, frustrations, joy. So you are putting yourself into a different level. You are not putting yourself as the mind. You are detaching yourself from mind and become an observer. I am the witness, I am the witness. I'm glad we have a group of people who follow sage Ramana Bhagavan's teachings. He always asks that question. Whatever the problem, whatever people come and ask him, he will say, who is that asking? When somebody comes, oh, I'm really unhappy, Gurudev, what am I to do? Oh, you are unhappy? Yes, Swami. Who is that? How do you know you are unhappy? The person who knows you are unhappy must be different then. Find out who is unhappy, who is hungry, who lost something, who gained something. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? It's a direct hit. That's why Vedanta calls it Vihanga Marga. Just shoot directly, like a bird shooting itself towards the fruit. All other margas are equally good, but slow. Not everybody can fly directly like a bird. Some will crawl like an ant. So they go from the root slowly to the trunk and to the branch and to the little branch, and it takes time to reach the fruit. That's Bhakti Yoga. You go slow, steady, and reach the fruit. But those who are in a hurry to go, shoot it directly. But remember, the bird flies fast, catches the fruit and flies away. Like you have seen the big birds sweeping down, catch a fish and fly away. They can't stay there at the water. But at that fast movement, they catch it, but they can even drop it. It may slip. There's a danger of slipping also. So people who cannot have that kind of energy, that kind of clear vision, take the slow speed. Go slow but steady, and you win the race also. Because it's not that who gets fast. Not that there is one cup for all the million people. No. Everyone should reach in your own speed, and you will also get a cup. Because God has plenty of cups. There's no loser here. Everybody is a winner. Only the time. So the observing is a very beautiful approach. You immediately get out of the problems. You detach yourself. If somebody uses a sort of word that will anger you, immediately blood boils. You are about to do something or say something. Speak up the violent part. But immediately you put yourself in the observant. Oh, who is getting upset? What did he say? At whom? He might have said the word stupid. You are a stupid. Then who is that stupid here? Am I or my mind or what? Begin to analyze, your anger is gone. You are trying to find out where is the stupidity in you or who is stupid in your part. You begin to analyze. You forget to get angry about the person who called you stupid. Because when he called stupid, and if you really get angry, you have accepted to be stupid. Admitted that yes, I am stupid. You can't call me stupid. So the witness bhavana, sakshitvam, the scriptures call it. It keeps you away from all the problems. And that can be trained properly during meditation. Meditation doesn't have to be sitting and repeating only the mantra. Certainly all other thoughts will come. When they come, take a little time. Where do they come from? How did they come? Why did they come? What shall I do with them? Analyze it, analyze it. If you cannot handle it, it's too much to analyze, just ignore it and put new thoughts. Pratyapaksha bhavana. They beautifully presented it. I call it a grease job. When you take the car for a grease job, what do? Or what does the mechanic do? You are interested in replacing the old grease into new grease. He is not going to take every part apart and clean up the old grease and then put new grease. Instead, what does he do? Under nice pressure, gun, squeeze in new grease, and when new grease goes through, it pushes out the old grease. That's what I learned from that mechanic shop. You don't have to worry about the old grease. However old it is, however dirty it is, just inject some new grease. And if you can't do it by yourself, come and get injected. That's where the company comes in. So the good company, finally he ended up with that good company. That's what Shankaracharya said. If you can keep a good company, certainly you cannot be in the bad company at that moment, because you are in the good company. Satsangatve nissangatvam. And then, because you are in the good company and not in the bad company, you are not deluded. Your mind is clean. Nissangatve nischalatattvam. Mind doesn't get shaken up. Nirmohatvam. And when there is no moham, attachment, clinging on to things, the mind becomes steady. Nirmohatve nischalatattvam. That nischalatattvam comes to our life. Mind becomes steady. He becomes a sthita prajna. And once you get that steadiness of the mind, nischalatattvam, that is the liberation. Nischalatattve jivan mukti. The ultimate attainment, what you call jivan mukti, are liberated while still alive. Some of us used to think that liberation means only you are dead and gone. Not necessarily. Even if you are dead and gone, you will be still bound. That's not real liberation. You have to liberate yourself from the constant changing, vibrating, fluctuating, fleeting mind. Nischalata. That comes because of our attachments, our likes and dislikes. We are constantly bombarded with these two. Our entire life is based on this. Either you like something or dislike something. Every moment we like to sit and listen to the talk. Therefore, we hate going to Las Vegas. One or the other. I like him, I hate him. Raga dvesha. Constant turbulence in the mind. And that's all because we are looking for happiness from outside. Probably after satsang you can talk to those friends, they'll tell you. It's a nice, beautiful name they have given. The happiness, how is it? Association of happiness for all mankind. What a great thing, huh? Ananda, Anandashram. Joy, bliss. Where do you get it? Does it come from outside? No. Real happiness comes from disassociation. If you don't attend your meeting once, you become unhappy. So, association of happiness. They invite you, and if you miss one meeting, you become unhappy. Of course, in the beginning, all right, you depend on something. That's what. Depend on good company. But ultimately, you should not be depending on the good company also. You become totally independent. That's where you see your own happiness. You experience your own. Happiness never comes from outside. Just because we look for happiness, if you feel that your happiness reflects from somebody or somewhere, you like that person or thing. And then you see this side and say you dislike it because you seem to be losing your happiness because of the company of that people or the things. Oh, it makes me miserable. Nothing makes you miserable. Nothing is interested in making you miserable. You make yourself miserable. Uttared Atman Atmanam, Bhagavad Gita says. One should lift oneself up. Bandhu and Ripu, friend and foe, are not from outside. You create your own friend and foe. Nanmayam Timayam Pirardhara Vara. The old Avayar says. Your lady said, the good and bad that you encounter, the likes and the dislikes that you encounter, is not given to you by somebody else. You created it because you dependent on something. And you think, oh, I'm happy by having it here. And then anything that comes and makes you happy cannot be with you always. Nothing is permanent. When there is a coming, there is a going. Even in the architecture, it's a rule. When there's an entry door, there will be an outlet door. You cannot build a hall with only one door. In, out. So anything comes in, we'll be looking for a way to go out. Happiness too. Pleasure and pain, they are inseparable. They are twins, born together, Siamese twins. Not even separated twins. You know Siamese twins? Yeah, they are attached to. Cannot even, if you separate one, the other one also will die. So when you get the one twin called pleasure, you forget to see the pain twin, the other side. Everything has its opposite. So it's not an advisable thing to depend on anything for our happiness or unhappiness. Even if you want to be unhappy, don't depend on anything to be unhappy. You can make yourself unhappy. True. It's completely in your hands. Completely in your hands. And that is understood very well only when you take time to go within. That's why almost all the problems could be solved if a person is regular in meditation. But even then, ultimately you don't depend on that kind of meditation also. What we call meditation is only in the morning, noon, when the bell rings, you go, close your eyes, sit for half an hour, and that's all we call meditation. No. That's where you learn to meditate. You don't really meditate there, you learn to meditate. And then having learned to meditate, you meditate everywhere. In the process of your day-to-day life. Once you learn good meditation, you learn to meditate on your eating, on your digesting, on your sleeping, on your walking, on your talking. It's called Sadakala Puja, all-time puja, all-time worship. Sahaja Samadhi. Life should be an all-time meditation. And that is practiced in the name of meditation only at certain intervals. That's just the beginning, and that certainly helps a lot. People who complain too much about their life don't seem to meditate properly. Yajnanam japa yajñosmi, Bhagavad Gita says. Particularly in this age, the best yajna, the best puja, the best practice is meditation. Meditation is the most important practice. However busy you are, you can always find some time. You have to find time. We find time to make money, find time to spend money, find time to sit and gossip. Find time to meditation also.